two most important factors that I truly believe will relate to their happiness. One, their social skills, and two, their relationship with themselves. And now, as a future father, I would want to build knowledge and give them some wisdom or some habits that can help better those certain areas of their life so that they're in the best position possible to be happy, to be grateful, to know how they feel and how to deal with it, to know that they can take action, they can impact the way their life is going. If you feel lonely, you're going to feel depressed, you're going to feel a whole bunch of negative emotions. So I feel like the capability of making friends and being able to teach that to these children, to the future generations, this is how you understand people, this is how you communicate confidently how you feel, this is how you can be comfortable in your own skin, this is how you can understand your own thoughts. And all these questions, all these statements correlate to these two factors of your life, which is the relationship with yourself, and then two, your social skills, your ability to read body language, understand how other people are feeling around you, change the way other people are feeling around you, put off a vibe and a vibration that people want to be around and are attracted to. As you know, as kids get older and everything like that, and they go through their teenage years and they go through all these different phases growing up to become young adults and whatever the case, I feel like the development and the guidance to be able to teach them how to do those two things would really, really help the next generations. If you want to improve your social skills, you're going to have to talk to people. You're going to have to smile at someone. You're going to have to look at someone and wave. You're going to have to give a compliment. You're going to have to ask a question. You're going to have to ask for help. You're going to have to listen, be a good listener. You have to be switched on to know when what the next question will be, what the next joke will be, when will you, making the eye contact, practicing that sort of shit. If I was you and I didn't know how to improve it, I would start by making eye contact with someone and smiling. That will be the first thing I do. Making eye contact and smiling. That's too scary, then we can try the other side, which is if you see something you like about someone, tell them. If you see a piece of clothing that you like and that you admire from them, tell them. If you genuinely think that their hairstyle is cool, tell them. If you genuinely think they have beautiful eyes, tell them. Give someone a compliment. I feel like that's the simplest way to make someone smile, make you feel good because you made someone else feel good, and then you can go on about your day. And I feel like that repetition of putting yourself, obviously you had the confidence to say the compliment, obviously you had the confidence to even smile in the first place, or to even say hi, have a great day, and then we can go on the next levels of asking someone's name, of introducing yourself as well, of asking if they're from a different country or what area from the country you're already in they're from. These sort of like simple questions, but not too invasive. And then as you practice, as you get better at it, then you can go into the deeper questions. You can go into the more psychological, more in-depth questions that you'll get more out of, and they will probably get more out of it too. Now, if I was to give a quick rundown on how to improve your relationship with yourself, I felt like the best way possible is to journal. And there's so many ways to journal. Me personally, I love to voice record myself and listen to myself when I need to. Or I simply just have conversations in my head, or I speak out loud to myself, and I come to my own conclusions about certain problems or dilemmas that I have in my life. When you practice this, when you practice listening to yourself, when you practice having those conversations, then you begin to understand what you truly want, you begin to understand what you truly fear, you begin to understand a lot of things about yourself, unconsciously, consciously, anything really. You begin to understand those certain areas of your life, and when you do that, you begin to back yourself more. That's one of the things. You begin to back yourself more, have more confidence in yourself. When you speak certain factors or say certain things, you mean it because you know you've already talked to yourself about it. When you have a problem or dilemma, you know what the solution is because you've already discussed it with yourself. Sometimes people need that external voice, that external person that they trust, which is a parent, a sibling, a best friend, a cousin, an uncle and auntie, whatever the case. Sometimes we need that external person, but sometimes we can't always have that external person. So we need to be that person for ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves. And as you build that bond with yourself as an external person, meet Eden with Eden, and then Brad with Brad, and then Brittany with Brittany, they're creating that bond with themselves. Then they know, like I said, they know what they want. They back themselves. They're confident. They know how to understand their emotions better because they've dive deeper into the reasons why they feel that way, or they, or even if they haven't figured it out, they keep asking deeper questions. They then dive to then figure out the answers. So I fully believe that these two factors are slept on of self-improvement, and I feel like if anybody was to obtain any sort of habits of journaling, voice recording yourself, writing it down, speaking to yourself out loud, recording yourself, anything where you can put your thoughts on a piece of paper, your thoughts out into the world, your voice, anything, listen to yourself, read the notes you've written, anything like that, and that will help you out with that sort of area of your life. And with your socializing, just break it down so it's easier for you to do. And you're gonna have to smile at someone at some point. You're gonna have to give someone a compliment at some point. But I feel like the smiling, the complimenting, the positive sort of vibe and aura is always gonna win. You never lose doing that.